Hello and welcome back everybody, Blue Dwarf here, and welcome back to FTB Interactions. Now, in today's episode, we are going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff, starting off with looking into making some arcane ashes, which is the next main quest tree. So what we need to do, first of all, is we need to get some stone, which is just which we've just gotten from sticking cobble in our clay kilns, and we can use the flint mortar on a bone, which we need to grab from this chest over here. And I have got most of the resources as far as I'm aware all together, and we can grab a pickaxe just for a second. So we can chuck a piece of bone meal into the fire, and you can see these red particle effects coming off of it. Now that will turn into a blackened spirit, and we also need to grab some ashes, which is just a block of low-grade charcoal with a hammer, and we also need to grab some sugar, which should work in here. There we go, sugar. And there is our darkened spirit, blackened spirit even. And the final thing that we need for making these arcane ashes is low convalence dust. Now we need to just grab the infinity dust that we got in the last episode. And low convalence dust. You get these tiny charcoals by sawing up the low grade charcoal. Just so you know, that with some sand, and we've got low convalence dust. Now we need to make the arcane ashes, and even with a hammer that isn't completely dead, we need to get some water in here. Now, just to get these clay buckets, you can clay kiln the unfire clay buckets, which is 3 clay. So we can grab that water there, and we can now grab our arcane ashes, which is a cool thing to have done now. That opens up a whole new set of tech trees, and we can also go back down to over here, where we can check our ground traps and see that we have got a piece of beef. Might as well collect the other stuff whilst we are down here. There we go. And just head back up to our guy over here. So what we can do now is finishing that quest has opened up a few possibilities. So the alchemical condenser is this guy here. So we've got him bookmarked. So we just need to turn some bricks into the brick blocks. Now we can just same simple recipe as normal. And then we've got terracotta, flint block, and the clay block. You might have noticed that I have slowly been transferring all of this into the circular cobblestone because it was all the terracotta, which we need to use for certain crafting recipes. And we also need 2 of these guys. Now, the way we get those slime balls that we need for the middle is we use rice slime balls, which get 2 rice out of here. We can put 2 rice right there, and we can just stick a block of ice there and grab a water block and get our 2 rice balls, and then get 2 of the alchemic retorts. Now we can place these down, place this down even, and place one there and one there. Oh, that didn't connect properly. And there's our pickaxe. There we go. Got the little bar in between. So we have now got this guy. Now what we need to do with that guy is use the make an elixir of instant life. So we need to make some glass bottles. I have not got any glass melted up yet, but we can do that right now and put away some of these items just quickly. So Other things that we need to do is we need to what can we do? We can grab a piece of obsidian and a water bucket, and one of the things that we can do with these arcane ashes with our obsidian is, there it is, put a piece of obsidian and then a water clay bucket, and we get crying obsidian. So obsidian, water bucket, and we get this nice work in progress little animation, and that gets us crying obsidian. It says use in place of a bed. Now what we can do is just place this guy over right here and right click on him, and it sets my spawn point to right here. So we can also use that when we wherever we are at any point. So we can just grab the glass shards out of here for a second, put a bunch of sand more in there. So we can grab the rewards from that guy. Now, to get a rubber tree sapling, we need one of these slime balls and an oak sapling. So if we grab another piece of rice, we can turn that into a slime ball, or a rice slime ball even. So you have to do them in the right order, so don't want to mess it up. Slime ball and then oak sapling. That will get us a rubber tree. What's the lotus bloom? So we've got lotus blooms, so we can complete that quest quite easily. Stick a few of those things away, and that is our rubber tree sapling. So we can stick this down here, grow that up, and we've got a rubber tree. So you can also grab the saplings from that, and grab a axe from in here, and chop that down, and we get all of the rubber and the rubber wood. So just stick them down so we've got more of them growing. Because what we can do, we can grab stone gears for that and some experience for in here, and we can make tallow. Now tallow is made with using the low convalence dust and the sticky resin. So arcane ashes, low convalence dust and sticky resin. And if I remember correctly from when we did this in the previous little mini series, we can put the arcane ashes, then the low convalence dust and the tallow, and I did it wrong. We use the tallow on the canola seeds. That's what it is. Got any? Canola seeds. And we completed that quest, which gives us 4 iron candles. 4 candles. So arcane ashes, canola seeds and tallow. And that will get us a candleberry seed. Now that will be very useful because what we can do with these, there we go, is we can use the candleberries that it produces for making candles, which is a first proper light source that is easy to get. Now I'll just clear out these guys, and we will have to wait for that to grow, but it shouldn't be too long. So guys, I have just been creating some of these coagulated plant balls, like so. So that has completed this quest up here, which gave us a dark crystal hoe and some worms apparently, which I'll just stick away for the moment because we're not going to be using those in this instant. So we need to create the elixir of instant health, so we can stick that guy in there, use these glass shards to make up some glass, and use that to make a bottle. I think we also need to grab some fuel for this guy. So that is now burning up and making us our elixir of life. We can make, whilst that is doing, we will make up a pot, because what I was doing down here with these plant balls, if I can get down the ladder, is what you could do is if I just pick all of these up, I was just standing here, and you can right click on a plant to duplicate it around. Obviously for plants that go on the tilled earth, it needs to be, the area around needs to be tilled, but you can also actually even use it on grass blocks and get random flowers like these guys. So yeah, we are also need to just go back upstairs, and our elixir of instant health is finished, which is that quest complete. Coolio. And we need to make an apple of restoration. Now, the apple... Oh, we had some apples. There we go. Apple. And low covalence dust. Oh, apple of restoration. Now, that can be used to cure a zombie villager into a villager. But we'll get onto that in just a second. For the meantime, we are going to use this pot and some of the candleberries that we just got to make some pressed wax. And we are going to make some candles. Now we just need a candle and a piece of string, and we get 4 candles. See, that's not a handle for a fork. That's 4 candles. And we can get a smart chicken egg from that. Now we also need to make a mitten, and we need to get a nice ball out of here. So we need 4 bits of woven cloth, which is just string like that. Got the rice ball, a piece of hardened leather, which is leather with the pressed wax that we have just gotten, and that will get us this mitten, which I didn't actually bookmark. Silly me. So that is the mitten that we have got now. Actually, that's all of the things that I had lined up for us done. So we need to have a look at that quest, and then also we have a look at the liquid dirt. So we need dirt and a bucket of water. Bucket of water and a piece of dirt. There we go. Which way around was it? I can never remember. Dirt and then water. There we go. And then we can just turn in that quest. And what's that buzzing around? Make an apiary, which is logs and planks. Bucket of dirt. Cool. So logs and planks to make an apiary. Now we got a bee as a reward. But what this guy does is it accelerates the growth of your crops, and at the same time, what's it called? I don't know. Produces some stuff. What is it called? Produces kosh, which can be used to make restoration potions. Just going to finish off with these last few quests. So what we need to do to make these conveyor belts is get plastic, low conveyance dust, and stone gears. So to get the plastic, we need to clay kiln up dry rubber, and to get dry rubber, we need a drying rack. Now we do that with slabs and some string, which we can do nice and easily. There you go, 1 drying rack. Stick that on there, and we've got our sticky resin all done up. We will actually make a few of these, or at least 1 more, just because we will probably want a little bit of a faster process for getting these guys. And we can stick that guy dry rubber in there. So we'll get some plastic up, and I will be right back. Right, so I got all of the plastic that we needed for getting these conveyor belts, and we're also going to now go straight on to getting some items that will help us out in the near future. We got this builder's scepter, which we're also going to put straight back into here with another piece of obsidian, and we've got the builder's wand, and we're now also going to need, just get this one to hurry up a second, get the formation wand. Now we need to make some books, so we need to make paper. Just grab a bunch of paper, and we're going to also grab some templates, or patterns even, and make some books. We need to make 3 books, so yep, 3 books should be fine. And then in here, create a bookshelf, and then with the arcane dust and a low convalence dust, which way around was it? Low convalence dust, and then the bookshelf, we get the summoning altar, which we are going to then go and use in a room that I have just built. And we need to grab our apple of restoration, and there we go. So come down here, just built this little room over here. So the way we use this altar is we want to get a zombie villager. So we need to put these 4 items in. So 2 leather, piece of raw beef, 2 bone shards, and a devil dust, and a bone. Ooh, and shift right click with the bone, and then we can block that off whilst that summons a zombie villager named a lost soul, and then we can give him the apple. Needed a box so that he wouldn't burn up, even though he is wearing a helmet, so we didn't have to worry about that, but also we needed to worry about him either falling off the edge or hurting us. So I'll be back when he's transformed. So we now have our villager, and he has been dropping emerald nuggets for us, which we can pick up. And we have gotten a bunch of those now. I've been waiting a little bit for it. So we can put those all together to form an emerald. And we can use that with our covalent, arcane ashes, a piece of covalent dust, and the emerald. And it will get us, come on now, our Philosopher's Stone. We can now claim all of those rewards, which includes our trophy piece, which also tells you the date I am recording this. But yes, that is our Philosopher's Stone. We can now go on to making lava. So we can take the we can put the mitt on, otherwise we'll get burnt by the lava. We'll place this down, and then use the Philosopher's Stone to transmute it into lava. Pick it up with the bucket, and then we'll just stick that in the chest for the moment, because that uses up durability on the mitts. So that's the lava done. Now we're going to make the porcelain melter. So need to just clear out this guy, put that way in there, and we can make the porcelain melter. So there we go. That's just made with one of the clay kilns, which is the 8 clay, some Sid bricks, which is just the grout in a what's it called, clay kiln, and the porcelain clay is unfired porcelain clay, which is just bone meal and clay in the thingy. We can also use that to create a basin for that and a tank, and that will allow us to, if I just quickly set this up a second, have a working porcelain melter that we can use another bucket of lava in here, and that will allow us to make grout instead of into a single brick into a full block because we need that for making the overworld portals, which we are going to make up all of the stuff that we need for this, which is some reed paper, which is just extra tiles with reeds, low valence dust, which was made for paper blocks, which is fine, and the seared blocks. So we'll make all of that up and we will be right back. So I have gotten all of the seared blocks that I need from this guy, and we have got all of our stuff loaded up into our basic work table, all of the different blocks that we need, so we can just simply get our 10 overworld portals. And we can go to our home page and just simply collect our awards. Apparently we can collect some other awards as well, some elixir of night vision and other pedestal for our collection. So we can come over here and place down these blocks. We're going to need some just building blocks for a second. Stuck those in here. Some X-tone tiles work good for this. So just build it like a nether portal. So a 2 by 3 by 4. I have no idea what I just said. An interior of a 2 by 3, and then we simply light this with our philosopher's stone. So we're not going to be going through today, but we will be going through at the very beginning of next episode. So I'm sorry if the end of this episode seemed to be a little bit of a rush, but I wanted to get to the end of this tech tree. And we did that all without reading the important information about what the different quests mean, but we can go over that next episode. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Subscribe if you want to see more of this content. Bye-bye.